So, Deepwoken has changed a lot, like a lot, since I last played this game. It's only been a few short months, maybe like 7 since I last played. 7, 10. I quit around like 3 months after layer 2. But there's been so many new things to this game. There's new mechanics, balance changes have come, reworks, mantras, talents. There's an entire new attunement I haven't even experimented with yet. That being Iron Sting, of course. All this and more is why I decided to come back to Deepwoken. With the addition of Battle Royale and soon-to-be World Events, as well as Conquest, which I've been literally waiting months for. I literally have a video on it if you want to watch that. It's pretty bad though. Moving on. How could I forget the new relics they added too? Dude, the relics are so cool in this game. There's literally a rain spire for lightning builds, and you can make it rain every single big gank you're in to get free damage basically. And if you have storm, it'll make your lightning strike every single time, and just like if you're in water or it was raining naturally. And then if you're in different environments, it'll make it acid or snow. They added new shrines that you can help customize your build with, and it's just a completely different game than I remember. And while it is the same, because I still played after verse 2, everything's still much different because there's been months and months worth of weeklies with all kinds of niche little contents. Check out like new armors, new little areas, new monsters, mostly new mantras and talents, but still there's been a lot of new stuff. Like for example, you can now turn in a 1-star weapon enchant into a 3-star by using these something alloy. They're Smith alloy, I think. And you can completely change a finished build's mantras, talents, and even get rid of burn cards. That before could have ruined a build forever if you didn't use your burns wisely. But now because of the shrines, you can just fix it and make really a perfect build to an extent. I'm excited to try the new additions to the game, as well as experience these new game modes like Conquest. For example, imagine having a fight for the final point of a Conquest game. Like, imagine how much pressure that would put on a fight, especially if there was some kind of risk aspect to it, compared to simply having a chime match where, oh, I lose a skull. Oh, I win, I get a skull back. I might get some elo, get color name. That's pretty cool. Not really. So I really hope the developers continue to innovate, and hopefully Conquest will be similar to what they try to do with Hardcore Conquest from Rogue Lineage, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Because in Hardcore Rogue Lineage Conquest, you could actually like die and get wiped. You'd lose lives, but you could get extremely like rare and powerful items from it that were super busted because that game's unbalanced. But regardless of that, having that risk factor to losing would make promising unique rewards that much more like rewarding. You know, you'd feel like you're actually earning this instead of just, oh, we did a free-for-all chime match with my guild and I won. Like that's not fun because there's no risk to it. It's still fun, but you don't get that same rush when it's not something on the line. On top of all this, builds have become way more diverse with the recent change of tap dance becoming basically unnecessary, which is the update that just happened 3 days ago before I'm recording this video. But tap dancer is basically unnecessary now because every single character can roll twice. So they're trying to get rid of these essential talents that every build has been having, like tap dancer, exoskeleton. They already did this like partially in recent months with like thresher scales, air dash, engage, of course, area assault, stuff like that. The more build variety Deepwoken has, I think the better the game will be. And hopefully as they continue to add more talents and the game evolves, that'll get even more diverse. I really like what's happened in recent months ever since I came back to the game, because I've seen so many more hybrid builds than I used to. Like, they were a pretty rare commodity. I'd say like 5-10% of people had hybrid builds, and they were barely viable because Shrine of Order and stuff had just gotten added. But now almost everyone's running a hybrid build of some sort, even if it's just 10 or 20 of one thing and 80 of this one. Or it's a hero sword of that with 2 other for support or arc warder or whatever. I just like to see that, and I think it's a lot more interesting than everyone having the same tanky build, same glass cannon build, same hero build sword, same hero sword build. It just makes the game a lot more interesting, and it makes PvP more interesting. Also, with them balancing enchants like detonation and deferred, so there's more enchant variety. I know that was something my friend was complaining about a lot. Let's wrap this yap session up. And lastly, I just wanted to say this. Also, so many new oaths coming as well. They've shown the Hero Blade oath coming soon. I don't even know what that is. Some kind of like Gilgamesh oath, or maybe it allows you to use all elements at 80. Or maybe it's like crazy slots in a way with elements. I really couldn't tell you. Or maybe it allows you to use the crit from every single one as a mantra. Or a buff version. I really don't know. There's also War Master that has been in the works. There's just so many things that are coming soon that'll make the game even better. And we can't forget the freaking haircut oath too. That thing's fire. Like if everyone ran that, the game would just be a better place. Okay. Anyway, that was my rant session for the day. Really excited to get back into Deepwoken. I'm planning to make an Iron Singer progression soon. And if you want to see more, I would deeply appreciate a like, a comment, and even you subscribing. You know, help a brother out. 1K, here we come. Let's get it. Peace.